We're back again and we're going to start off from where we left off last time after we had created the um at the tab. So we were still creating our profile page, and as you can see, this is what we are trying to recreate on the other side. So yeah, um let me jump right into Figma. So if you have noticed, I made some changes. As I had told you earlier that I wanted it to cover the entire screen, but aside from the safe spaces, I decided to put back the safe spaces because when we look at it from the front view, if we have everything lashing all over the place and I remove the self spaces, it's going to be quite hard to put the navigation and stuff. Since most pages have the self spaces and others don't, I want to keep a certain consistency. So I'm going to leave the self spaces on, and yeah, let's get right into it. So if I'm to look at what we were building, so we are going to be building the inner components of this, and without further ado, let's get to it. So after we have put in our container here, we are going to add in a column. So after adding in a column, now we're going to add in a row. It's going to capture everything. So with the column, we're going to add a start spacing of 12 so that it's off the top, and with the row I want it off the edges, and to apply both end and start spacing, let's do it 12. And then what do we have inside? I think we have the name and that icon. So yeah, we're going to be having the name and the icon inside. That means we are going to have text and an icon. So let me see if I can find an icon. So yeah, we have an icon right there. We're going to place this to student. So restaurant, where is it? I don't want the one that has a lot of graffiti and stuff. So we're going to make it a little bit bold, and it extra bold, maybe even black. So for right now, we're going to use a placeholder for this text, which is my display name on the other side, Ziggy down. Ziggy down. It's telling me to put unlocks Ziggy dunks, and here we are going to use a different icon, which is going to be home. So this will be directly navigating back to our home page. Sorry about that. So let me just put a placeholder color for that, and I add on this, we make it 24. Then this, we want to use this type of alignment so that we have just some genuine space in between them. Okay, let me make this 22. Okay, then this 28. As I told you, I don't have like specific measures, so I'm going to get some golden round here. So copy this color, bring it back this side, paste it in here, and yeah, voila, we see the magic. So we are starting to get that kind of look. So we're going to add in this, which is going to be a row. So I'm going to take this and duplicate it and basically remove everything that's inside this new row, because we are going to be rebuilding it from scratch. I would have added in a new row using the add widget button, but I decided I want something newish. So try here, we do some spacing like 8, 12. I think 12 is my lucky number. Sorry. It's kind of what comes to head every single time. Okay, here. Is this the color? I don't think so. Where's the color? I want this. Why is it giving me the other? No, and I don't want it as a fill. I'm sorry. I'm going to use it as a border color, because the fill is going to be transparent. This okay, give this 2, okay, maybe 3, and we stretch it, we give it a 90 pixels. Okay, we're dealing with height. 90 pixels, maybe a 90. Let me try doing a 60. 60 at is a little bit. Okay, 70 something should work. Then here we are going to give it 100. Will 100 work? No, 180. Yeah, 180 could work. Then we use a cross axis border radius of 30 so that we get the round shape in, and voila, so it's looking good. We have to decrease on this side. I feel like it's still a bit too much. 65, and there we go. So in this particular container we want to add in a text, but we are going to first add in a row, then we add in our text. So this row needs to center everything in the middle, and this is going to be our nickname, which is the movie dog. Yeah. So this is also Musrant. So we just type in that and brings that. I don't know if it's quite legible. Let me try to bring it to medium. So, so after we have that, let's go check how we are looking. Okay, it's quite. This one was not very well aligned, and I would want it somewhere there in the middle. So this, but anyway, we have this section. So I'm looking at it in terms of lines, in terms of rows and columns. So we have this second row. Um, so according to the other, this container still looks a little bit big. So let me try to make it maybe 40. Oh, 40 is at too small. So okay, 45 will do, and we add another row to this column. So when we add another row, we want to add in an an icon and text in that order. So here we have our icon here. and then we are going to add in our text. So here we have our text, and this is our location icon. Location, and then we use this. And then here we're going to place in some dummy data. So we have Chibuli, Kampala, Uganda. So in that text, we want to use mushroom. Okay, mushroom to represent that, and then we try to give them some spacing. Let's do some coloring here. We have that text. So in this way, text can go in as they are free to go in as you want. Yes, to that side, but I want it off the walls, so I'm going to use padding to get it a little bit off the walls. And this has a representation for basic data. So this also has Monstera. So Monstera was the font I used while building the prototypes. That's why I'm using it very much often here. So I don't know if that's balanced, but I want them to have that same edging right there. So here comes the more technical part. So in here we are going to add a row, which we have been doing, but in this row we are going to add two columns. So we are going to add in the first column, we do some basic data manipulation in it, then we duplicate that column on the other side. So let's do 12 so we get it off the edge, and then we look at our reference. So we have the icon, that and that. Okay, so we are going to be adding in our icon. Should I have a row? I feel like it's kind of giving me a different idea on how I should be doing this. Okay, let me try to wrap this in a container. So after I have wrapped it in a container, I have a row, and then I can add my column. Now I can add my row. Sorry. So in this row, I'm going to add in the. I'm going to add in the icon and the text. So we're going to add in the icon. Here is the icon, and we add in also the text. So after we have added that in, we're going to come here in this column and we add in another text so that we get that kind of design that's on the other side. So place it on that side, try to give the items in the row some spacing in between them. Okay, so here we have an icon that's up visits. I tried to use a fire icon. So here we have the fire icon, and then the placeholder for the text is up visits. See how much the user is visiting the app, and this we used a number. Let me say they have visited it 120 times as a value, and um, this is using mostrand. So as you can see, UI design in Flutterflow is quite easy as long as you get to grasp the concepts that first come with it. Then everything else becomes very easy. If you have ever worked in building UIs, you can easily tell that this is a very easy job to do. So we have 26, and let me check how that looks. Okay, so they have, I had centered it on this side, but you can do it however you want. I felt like this would be nice. Excuse me. So we are going to duplicate this container, as I had told you that we are going to make this kind of design where we have this first. Now imagine this is our first container, we have this second container, then we are going to duplicate this row into this and then change everything. So we are going to first duplicate this item right here. So we're going to duplicate it inside the row. So after we duplicate it inside the row, that's how it's going to look like. And we do that kind of spacing. This, okay, since this, I don't know, we have some stat spacing. Yeah, so let me try to put the padding directly on the row so that you kind of get a systematic and clean design right here. So this, we're going to duplicate it. I'll wrap it in a column. Control C. I don't know what I've just done. I figured. Okay, so I want to duplicate this in our column. I don't know why it's okay. So there we go. We have duplicated this, and so far it looks good. I don't know. So let me see. How about this? I think this works too. So we're going to use this. So we are going to refill the data that, so we have a calendar born 2003. This is born born. This number is 2003. I'm kind of getting allergies. It's getting cold outside. This side. So, okay, I can see this. And we are going to use a calendar for this. Calendar. Sorry if my voice is getting a little bit choppy, but okay. So, we are so we have the Guinea and the preferred watch. So genre. So, so we are going to put here the genre, and here we have movie. I don't know if they have that camera I'm looking for. Let me see. Camera. So let me try using this. So the genre mostly horror on my side, so I'll be putting horror here. You horror. So depending on the word size, this will be changing dynamically. As you can see now, I need to set this. But anyway, that's not good design. So here is watch. Time. And here we have, let me just do 12 plus hours. So as you can see, that section is done on my side. Okay, I need to change the icon, then we shall build this tab right here. So for this, I had used a projector, but here we don't have that. So we are going to just say time. We use a stop clock. So something like that will do. So again, in our column, we are going to add in a no, we're going to add in a tab bar. So by default, a tab bar comes with 3 tabs. So we are going to come here to the widget tree, delete this other tab, so that we have 2 tabs. That's what I had envisioned. You have 2 tabs, the saved and the watch later tab. So we're going to be using dynamic children for this, and I think I'm going to decrease on the size of this. These are looking a little bit too huge. Not this. I don't know if I can. I haven't tried it out. So let me see if I can do a group edit on this. So it's 900 black. I want it to be just extra bold. Okay, it seems like it's working. And the font to be 4. Yep. So here we are going to start editing our tabs. And when you want to edit a tab, you click on that tab and you go to the properties area. So I want to name this one saved. Of course, you can edit anything and everything. Um, but let me first input like the text that is going to be needed. So this is watch later. And so we start editing the label style. And here we can choose the font we want for the text. So after that, it automatically changes and they ask you how it's going to be. So I'm going to make it semi-bold. So it automatically changes on both sides. And I want to edit this indicator. So come here, the indicator color, I need to give it our yellow. So I don't know if it's still on the clipboard. Done a lot of copying. Clipboard. So we have that. And voila. Our editor is there. So our indicator is there. I'll give it a weight of 2 so that it's more legible. And the tab margin, let me try decreasing this. It was getting a little bit out of hand. Then here in the tab bar mainly, I don't want a text, so we're going to delete that. Cancel, I say delete, non duplicate. So we are going to add in a column. So we are going to use dynamic children here, and how that works, we have to use one of these elements, like the form elements, the base elements, the form elements, the alignment elements, the elements that help you organize stuff. So here in the row, we are going to add in a container. Decrease on the width to about 95. So I think this would be a very good design for a movie card. Don't you think? Now this one's a little bit taller but in height, but this would be good enough for what we are looking for, or what we are looking to achieve. So we are going to add in an image. So so that you can see how that's looking. Perfect. So here in the row, I'm going to add in some dynamic children. This is like a movie list, just so that you can see what you're trying to achieve. And here is, I'm going to use some sample data, like a list of images, confirm. Okay, I had to set this minimum list length, make it 4, maximum 8, width 2, height 4. Let's confirm to that, and we hit that save button, and voila. So here it's kind of bugged, so we are going to come here to the item spacing, to a 12, so that we get some space in between there. And I don't like the way this container is curved, or the image. I don't know which of the two is curved. Okay, the image is the one with the border radius. So I'm going to remove it so that we have those sharp corners like the cards. And yeah, I think I'm going to extend the height of this container. Have come to a realization that I need some more space down here. So after I've done that, I'm going to come here and add in my button. So, and I don't know why it's that side. Should be right in the middle. Let me wrap it in a row. It's going to place it. Okay, let me see. Is it extending stuff that side? Oh, it's because of these. Let me just wrap this one in a row. I think it won't cause a fuss. Is it in a row? I want it in a row. Wrap the widget in a row. So yeah, then give this some padding of the ground. That's a little bit excessive. Do an 8, and this is going to be our logout button. Logout. So this is going to be our logout button, and we give it our color. Trophy. Still pasting in the other widget. I don't know why every time I try to paste in the color it comes with that. So yeah, this is using the secondary, but we want to use transparent here. And the other thing I had forgot to do was to copy this and paste it in our tab. Copy it. So in this watch watch later tab, we still have this text which we do not need. So we are going to delete that and paste in our row from the other side. Since it's going to be kind of similar, that would do. So this is how our page kind of looks like. Most likely like how this one kind of looks like. I skipped out on this because I don't want it anymore, it seems. But yeah, so we're going to get this logout button and place an action on it. To go back to the authentication pages, we are going to click on add action. We want it to navigate to the authentication pages after the user has clicked on logout. And since we haven't built our home page, which is going to be our next page, we will add the interaction after we build our home page. So we are going to preview this, see how it looks like. So as you see, it has loaded, and this is how it will most definitely look like, how our page is going to look like. And if we click on the logout button, it should bring us back to our sign up. So yeah, I think that's all that we had for today, and I thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more. And thank you. Have a great day.